Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to OneWrestling.com's Big Slam Nation. My name is Billy Ray Valentine, and I got with me the illustrious, the glorious, the magnanimous, the king of the hoopla, Professor Chabelo de la Cruz. That's what you told me to say.
Yes, for the Slamites, you know, the IRS is coming down on the professor really hard with this audit. So I need the Slamites to do me a favor. To protect the professor, do not call me by my government name. You must call me now Professor Chabelo de la Cruz.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Very interesting name, Mr. Chabelo de la Cruz. I mean, you're still very glorious. Very, very glorious. It doesn't take away from your luminousness, your scholarliness, and, of course, your gloriousness.
Of course not.
Hey, listen, man. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We haven't been here since WrestleMania. We're going to review and predict WWE Payback, right? That's accurate, right, Professor?
Of course. See, you almost slipped there.
I almost slipped there. It's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a bit. All right, man. Let's get into this.
I understand. But you know what? The one thing we have to say is that it is technically, quote unquote, a Raw pay-per-view since this is Payback. But there's two matches with some SmackDown Live guys. So you know what? They're trying to cut some holes out of some storylines and try to start anew. So they have to finish up some storylines here. So it's kind of interesting. But let's see how it plays out.
Yeah, I just want to say that the build for this pay-per-view has been utterly atrocious. Anyway, all right, let's see this here. Let's Enzo and Cass versus Luke Gallows and Karl Anderson in the kickoff. Professor, give me your prediction.
This is a great match for a kickoff show. You know what? This is what happens when you spend $10 a month. And I hate when people, you know what it is, Billy Ray? I can see it in your face. I can see it in the Slamite's face. It's like, yo, why are these guys being subjected to a kickoff show? Let me tell you this, Slamites. It doesn't matter where it starts or where it ends. It's the WWE Network. They can manipulate time, they can manipulate space, and they can manipulate wherever they want to put a damn well match. Okay? But anyway, you need a pick, right, Billy Ray?
So I need one. I need a pick, yes.
Since I like the club, I think the club is going to do some things. I project some big things for the club from here on in until SummerSlam. So I'm going with the club to start that momentum going.
All right, man. Good pick. Listen, I'm going to take the absolute opposite of that because in reality, these have been two tag teams that have been booked to hell. I'm taking Kaz and Enzo to win just because no real rationale behind it. Professor Chabelo de la Cruz, all the way from Bombay, New Jersey. I don't know why I'm picking it, but I'm going to pick it. I'm taking Enzo and Cash. Moving on to the next match. Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins. This has the potential to be very, very good. It's Tyler Black versus Samoa Joe, Ring of Honor. Okay, let's just think about that scenario and put that in your head and apply it to what you're going to see on WWE on Sunday. It may not match up, but it's the closest we're going to get. Professor Chabelo de la Cruz, protecting you from the IRS. Tell me what's up.
Thank you very much. It's not De La Cruz, it's Vera Cruz with a V. But you know what? I'll let you go. I'll let you go with that, Billy Ray, because you know what? As many aliases I need, it's great to get me away from the government. But you're right. This is going to be a very interesting match with these guys from their Ring of Honor history. The one thing I will say is that Seth Rollins, one of the biggest mistakes that WWE made with this superstar shakeup was Seth Rollins staying on Raw. With himself and Finn Balor being on Raw, I think they would have benefited more with storylines, maybe a main event push if both the Kingslayer and the Demon were on SmackDown Live. But that's just my own humble opinion. Now, this match is one of those great examples of filling a hole from WrestleMania, with Seth Rollins being the Kingslayer, taking down Triple H in one of the good matches of WrestleMania. I know Billy Ray might not agree with that, but
what did you say?
One of the good matches from WrestleMania.
Referring to what match?
Seth Rollins and Triple H, the king of the B-plus players, man.
Well, finally we agree on something. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it was a good match. But anyway, we talk about Payback.
That's debatable.
Yeah,
go ahead.
We're talking about Payback here, but you know what? This is one of those matches that neither of them can afford to lose. It's hard to say, but you know what? But I think Samoa Joe has more to lose if he does lose. So I'm going with Samoa Joe to win because Seth Rollins, You know what? Like I said, he should not be on Raw. He should be on SmackDown Live, and I just don't see where they want Seth Rollins to be. He's almost like limbo right now. Even after this match, after Payback, he's in limbo after that. So why should he win?
I think the biggest mistake of this superstar shakeup was The Miz. The Miz has no business being on Raw, in my opinion. He should have stayed on SmackDown. He was doing great work over at SmackDown. He'd have been a main eventer in SmackDown. Right now, he's lost in the shuffle. I'm taking Seth Rollins to beat Samoa Joe in some way, shape, or form. I don't see a clean finish here. I think Samoa Joe has been running roughshod, and I think Seth Rollins needs to win a little bit more than Samoa Joe does, personally. I think Seth Rollins wins in some weird type of way. It's not going to be clean. It's not going to be conventional. What do you think about that?
I can see that, but then, again, my question to you, Billy Ray, is if Samoa Joe takes the loss, no matter which way, doesn't that hurt the momentum? He's been indestructible. He's been, running roughshod over everybody. That one, wins and losses. You know how you are. You all are with wins and losses. One little loss like this can derail what Samoa Joe means.
I would rather he get booked as an undefeated monster for a bit, but I think Samoa Joe is talented enough to bounce back from this. Even if he loses, it's not a burial. He's just going to lose. You'll probably get it back on Raw anyway. They can have him lose in the appropriate way and make him look like a badass at the end when he spazzes and chokes him out for about 2 minutes and no one can get him off of Seth Rollins. That it'll work. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it, Professor.
But you see, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I could see with him doing the rear naked choke, like Seth Rollins, the way he could lose is by going out without tapping out or anything. He just goes to sleep,
just pass out,
out like Stone Cold Steve Austin. So this way, even if he loses, he didn't tap out, he didn't do anything. So I could go with that. That's why I picked Samoa Joe.
I'd like to see that happen. I'm not against that whatsoever. That's very good booking, Professor. You change your name, your booking style changes, and it's changed for the better.
Yes,
because it was horrible before. Okay, all right, what do we got? Oh, my God. Yeah, I do. You know what? This is going to be interesting, Prof. I was about to say Professor Randy Orton. Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt in a House of Horrors match. Interesting. You're scaring me. Tell me what's up.
Well, one thing, I know it's not for the title, so that's a big factor in anybody who picks, because it kind of messes up the professor's thinking.
All right, let me ask you a couple of questions. Is it in the ring, for one? Is it in the ring, and is it live?
I don't know about the live part, but it doesn't start in the ring. It ends in the ring. Mm-hmm. It might start in the bowels of the arena, and then works his way up to the arena. But well, they're in California, right? So you know what kind of compound? What kind of a Bray Wyatt compound can they transport to the West Coast? So
they could go to that garage where they film Lucha Underground.
That could be a good thing. Mil Muertes is stationed over in California, so fight in Mil Muertes' compound over there and then work their way back into the arena. But you know what? I'm not really interested in the House of Horror match. If it was cage match,
the hell is wrong with you?
If it was a cage match in the ring with with weapons and stuff like that, that's fine. Barbed wire, Raven had that type of match. It was called a Clockwork House of Horrors match.
It sounds horrible.
Impact Wrestling.
Jesus.
It was horrible. It was horrible, but it made sense when Raven did it in Impact Wrestling. Now they're going totally left on this. So
it was sensibly horrible, and this is going to suck serious. It's not gonna be good. Let's just put it that way.
Yes. And with that being said,
pick a winner, bro.
Now this is the tricky part. Since it's not for the title, everything points to Bray Wyatt needing the win, getting the win, and ending this feud, and then Bray Wyatt going on to bigger and better things. But this is the WWE, Billy Ray. Randy Orton is still owed favor after favor after favor for getting his ass whipped back in SummerSlam. So Randy Orton gets the victory. I don't know why he gets this victory. I don't want him to get this victory, but the Professor Chabelo Veracruz on the lamp just sees Randy Orton getting the victory.
Randy Orton absolutely gets this victory. You want to know why, man? I mean, everything you said makes absolute sense, but Bray Wyatt is the worst booked Enigma type Undertaker character in WWE history. He loses to everyone all the time until he finally wins something, and then he loses again. Randy Orton.
And you know this, and you know one thing?
What's
the
that?
next day, what happens? Your phone will be up in the air. You'll put on the lights. When the lights go out, it doesn't matter.
No, but he does need some wins because people don't take him seriously if he's not winning. I mean, everybody likes putting their phone in the air, but nobody's going to be invested into a Bray Wyatt promo, a Bray Wyatt match, a Bray Wyatt feud if they know he's going to lose. You understand? People like chanting stuff. People like putting their phone in the air. The song is amazing. Bray Wyatt is a presence. I get all that. You're right about all that. But in order to take the dude to the next level, we need to be invested in a feud in a way that we think that he can win the feud. And 9 times out of 10, we know he's going to lose. He's going to get RKO'd. He might get burned down in a house. Who knows?
I get that, Billy Ray, but you know what? But
do you really get it?
Evil can't win.
Do you really get it? But
that's what you're saying. Evil can't win like that. The good guy has to win.
WCW lost, okay? ECW lost.
Yes.
All right? Bad guy. Hey, Razor Ramon used to win all the time, and he's the bad guy. Anyway, did you pick a winner here?
Yes,
we're both going for Randy Orton. Okay, the Hardys.
Delete.
The Hardy Boys versus what do we got? Where the hell? I lost it here. Sheamus and Cesaro for the WWE Raw Tag Team Championships. Professor, tell me something. Who's winning this match? My cat just fell off the table. It was hilarious. He landed on his feet, but he didn't mean it. It was funny as hell. I wish I would have caught that on camera. Anyway, go ahead.
Did the cat go delete?
Yeah, as soon as I went like this, he rolled off the table and fell. Go ahead.
Well, this is going to be a good match. I mean, you know, the Hardys have just got a lot of momentum. I'm calling, you know, the Professor has something on the PWSL networks. It's called the Professor's Perspective Awards. And right now, it's a clear-cut winner for Tag Team of the Year. It is the Hardy Boys.
Absolutely.
No matter what. Wherever they went, whatever organization they've done it for the past 5 months, they've been dominating.
The expedition for gold.
Yes. And this Sunday at Payback, it's no different. They're going to beat Sheamus and Cesaro. The only thing different is I think Sheamus and Cesaro are going to turn heel and like try to take him out and continue this feud. That's all. That's the only thing. And it's going to be wonderful.
Yes. I agree with you. The Hardys will win this match. There's no reason for Cesaro and Sheamus to win the match. The Hardys win, and they continue with their expedition of gold. Then they're going to go over to SmackDown and get those belts, and then they're going to go to the to Japan, to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and capture the IWGP Tag Team Championships, and they're going to complete the circle and be the greatest tag team to ever live. Okay, may already be that. All right.
But they're not broken just yet. They will be soon.
I think hear this. I think when they go broken, I think Matt will go broken, and Jeff Hardy will stay Jeff Hardy, and they'll feud with each other. Jeff Hardy versus Broken Matt, and then Jeff Hardy's gonna go to main event WrestleMania or something. I don't know. And Broken Matt's gonna be Broken Matt on SmackDown, and it might be good. I hope so. May not be good. Let's not get our hopes up, people. Okay.
Well, one could be broken, and the other one that you hate with the Fireflies, with the phone in the air, they can now work that program that everybody wanted to see.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I like it, and I'll watch that program too. Bayley, she's a hugger, just in case you didn't know, versus Alexa Bliss, whom I think, and Billy Ray Valentine. If Billy Ray Valentine is telling you something, listen to it, please. Please, very important. I think Alexa Bliss is one of the 2 best women workers in this company. Maybe not in ring, but overall, she's on another level. She's been killing it, ripping it, doing an excellent job. Alexa Bliss. I'm a big fan of Alexa Bliss. Tell me what you think here. Who's going over Professor Chabelo de la Cruz or Vela Cruz or whatever the hell you want to call yourself? Go ahead.
Many aliases, but you know what? To go piggyback on that point about Alexa Bliss being one of the best workers in WWE, you know what? I can agree with that a little bit per se. I think has improved leaps and bounds. I've seen her in NXT. I've seen her grow in her character. I've seen her grow in confidence. So I can understand where you're going with the workers, but she is no Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is still one of the best workers.
I think she's on the same level. I mean, all right, not in the ring. So let me make that clear. Charlotte is ridiculously good. But as far as a character goes, I think she can play the Macho Man to Charlotte Flair. The Macho Man, what the Macho Man was to Hulk Hogan, Alexa Bliss can play it to Charlotte Flair. And let's not forget about Sasha Banks. All three of them, it's like Hulk Hogan, Savage, and the Warrior. It's Alexa Bliss, Flair, and the other chick I just mentioned,
Sasha.
And Sasha Banks. All three of them are just on ridiculously good, are on another level. And let's not forget about Asuka when she comes up. It's a good. I think this is the best crop of women wrestlers the WWE has ever produced.
Yeah, this is a great, talented women's division on both ends. I just wish they were both all in one, not being split up. And then you could have all these great matches and great working chemistries between each other. But with that being said, it's too early for Alexa Bliss to capitalize on being, the first ever SmackDown and Raw Women's champion. Not just yet. Bayley's a hugger. She's in her hometown. She's got to win one more time. They don't like to book the hometown favorites to win because Sasha Banks has like one of the worst.
Who's in the hometown here?
Bayley.
She's losing, brother.
See, but there you go. You're going with that hometown WWE thinking. She's gonna break that streak. She's gonna break this streak. She's gonna hug one more time, and she's gonna hug that belt one more time. Bayley's gonna win.
She's gonna hug it away. She's gonna hug it and give it to Alexa Bliss, man.
Too early.
Telling me
Too early.
I agree with you. It's too early, but come on, Alexa Bliss taking the title. That's the way I'm going. Or she's at least winning this match. No way in hell. Last time I said that it was wrong when I said no way in hell. But whatever. I'm gonna say it again. No way in hell does this happen. Alexa Bliss wins this belt or wins this match at the very least.
If you didn't know this was in Bayley's hometown, you would have thought differently?
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay.
But once you said that, it was signed, sealed, delivered.
All right.
Alexa Bliss wins. All right. What do we got? We got Kevin Owens, the face of the United States. It's the face of America, but the face of the United States sounds better. Just me. Versus Chris Jericho, who's about to go touring with Fozzy. Professor, give me your thoughts.
Well, this has been one of the best storylines for the last 6 to 8 months. The Festival of Friendship, the storylines they've been telling.
A Festivus for the rest of us?
Yes. A decent WrestleMania match, and you know what? A fitting end to a great storyline, and for Chris Jericho to go away, and tour with Fozzy. So I'm going with Kevin Owens to retain the title and still be the face of the United States. Yes,
Kevin Owens will retain the title and still be the face of the United States. That one's very easy to predict. If Jericho wins, I'll stop watching wrestling altogether. Not because I don't like it. It's just because he's going away, and it just doesn't make any sense.
And not only that, Kevin Owens is the face of the United States, but it's almost corporate America too. I mean, he's in a suit, he's clean shaven. I mean, he's trying to be serious here. He wants that money. But even though we've heard some little rumblings that Vince McMahon doesn't like his shape, so he's putting him in a suit for some strange reason.
How come Jinder Mahal is not on this card? Huh?
Because this is a Raw pay-per-view.
Doesn't matter. He should be on. You don't forget the Maharaja. He should be on this card.
But saying that, maybe Jinder Mahal might mess up Randy Orton's House of Horror match. And maybe that will give Bray Wyatt a kind of fluky win right there.
Absolutely. He needs to be involved. The Maharaja should never be forgotten. I like it when he talks in different languages also. It's very, very cool. Okay, Neville versus Austin Aries, the king of the cruiserweights versus the greatest man to ever live. What's your prediction, Professor?
Well, they tore the house down on that quote-unquote kickoff show at WrestleMania that no one really saw. I remember certain people in our inner circle saying, "Oh, this match was on? I didn't know that," when I got the text message. But anyway, I was going to try to protect people like you are protecting me from the government.
Hey, listen, I was busy, okay? I was hoping it wasn't on at the time, and it was. Anyway, go ahead.
But like I said, it stole the show at WrestleMania, the kickoff show, so at least they're paying them back for that hard work they did on the kickoff show and putting it on the quote-unquote main roster. So I expect the same thing, a 4 or 5-star match between these two. And the only difference is, like I said on the WrestleMania prediction show, I said it was too early for Austin Aries to become the Cruiserweight champion. Now it's time. I know it's not the bigger pay-per-view. It's a smaller pay-per-view, but it doesn't matter. Neville has had a great run with the belt. And again, this could still be a good feud to, kind of like try to trade off wins between each other. So I'm going with A-Double to become the new Cruiserweight champion.
I hope he doesn't. Just because Neville's been killing it. We need to extend this title reign of Neville. And if he's going to lose it, he should lose it at SummerSlam and have it be a big moment.
No, I agree with you, but I'm just going with that WWE logic. I mean, it's time. Sometimes people don't like long title runs. They need something new, something fresh.
This is all true. But I'm taking Neville to retain, and hopefully they do this right. Hopefully the WWE does this right. And now for the main event of the evening. You can see how excited I am. The main event of the evening, Roman Reigns, the face of the WWE that everybody loves, Roman Reigns, versus Braun Strowman. Professor Anthony Quintana. Now, did you witness the snuff film?
What did you call me? What did you call me?
I don't know. Who the hell is that? Who is that guy? I don't know. I only know a Professor Chabelo Velacruz. That's all I know.
There you go.
I don't know anybody else. I don't know anybody by any other name. I have no idea what you're talking about, and I never said anything of that. I did not have any sexual relations with that woman. Not even close. Okay.
They're knocking, Billy Ray. They're knocking. Okay, let's go.
Good.
Try to get these predictions going.
All right. So Braun Strowman put on a public snuff film on Monday Night Raw when he murdered Roman Reigns on television. And it was a very, very cool thing to watch. I rewinded it a couple of times. It was a good thing. Who wins this match, Roman Reigns or Braun Strowman? Let's keep in mind the bigger picture here, Professor Chabelo Velacruz. Let's keep in mind the big picture. We know where we're going, okay? And we know what's going to happen ultimately. So this is a stepping stone in the road to SummerSlam. I don't know. You're welcome to your opinion, so tell me what you think.
The road to SummerSlam is paved with gold for both Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. And Brock Lesnar is the key to this. Now, SummerSlam for me, the Professor, it should be a three-way for the Universal Championship between all these three gentlemen. But you still got to build a program for all of this. Now, with that being said, who gets the win here at Payback? And I think both people should not win. I don't think Roman Reigns should be Braun Strowman because Braun Strowman has a lot of momentum, with destroying Roman Reigns in the parking lot, destroying Roman Reigns in the ambulance, and Braun Strowman destroying Kalisto this past Monday on Monday Night Raw himself, even though he lost in that dumpster match where people went, to hell with it. But I'm going with a no contest, Billy Ray. I don't think both of them are going to win. I think both of them are going to take each other out, and it's going to be one of those things where both of them just kind of like collapse in the ring, and no one gets up, and the referees just come and take them out on the stretcher or something. I just don't see nobody winning here.
I agree with you. I'm not going to take the no contest just because you did it, but I agree with you. It's either going to be a no contest or Braun Strowman will win in some way, shape, or form. Not clean, of course, because, it's Roman Reigns. But that's the way it's going to go. This is building towards, I think, SummerSlam, Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns.
But it could wait. Mm-hmm. They could be building on that bigger pay-per-view in July for Raw called Great Balls of Fire.
Well, Brock Lesnar's going to be on Great Balls of Fire.
Yes. Yeah, goodness gracious.
Great Balls of Fire.
Yes.
Where did I hear that before?
It was a song.
It wasn't. I thought the WWE was completely original with this and made it up. What a great name for a pay-per-view. Anyway,
I love that name. But you know what? But if Brock Lesnar is going to defend the title, maybe I guess the winner of this match will get the first crack at it. So in that sense, Braun Strowman should win. But I just don't think you can't afford both of these guys to lose.
I think Braun Strowman either wins or it's a no contest, like you said. All right, let's hope this pay-per-view or television network event, whatever you want to call it, let's hope it's better than it's billed. Let's hope it's better than it is right now. I don't have a lot of big expectations going into this thing, but that makes for the best shows because when you have low expectations, you can't be disappointed because you were already expecting the worst. Let's see how this goes, man. Anyway, anything you have to say about this? How do you rate it? Do you think it's going to be good? Do you think it's going to be bad? Give me something, Professor Chabelo Velacruz. Velacruz.
That's another variation, but I'll take it too.
Right.
But on level of expectation, the professor is always honest with his opinions here. I'm not a WWE fanboy. I'm not a homer for WWE. Yes, I'm very sure about this.
That was the other guy post the IRS, I'm assuming. I mean, pre-IRS.
Even pre-IRS, that other person, who shall be remain nameless, he was not a WWE homer himself too, and Slamites could attest to that too. But anyway, my expectations are low. I'll be even keel. I'll give it a 5.
All right, we're on the same page a lot here, Mr. De La Cruz. All right, so I'll give it a 6. I don't think it's gonna be that awesome. Maybe it will be, man. I hope it blows me away. I'm gonna watch this weekend. I'm gonna sit down and watch. Professor, thank you for joining me on this Payback review and prediction show, WWE Payback. My name is Billy Ray Valentine. This has been One Wrestling's Big Slam Nation. Check it out. Leave your comments below. Leave your predictions below. Whatever you want. Don't forget to check out everything else on OneWrestling.com and One Wrestling YouTube channel. We got OKAYFABE covering SmackDown. We got Big Ray covering TNA.
SmackDown Rebound.
And of course, we got Bill Apter. We're doing everything he does. The Apter Chats, interviewing everyone in the world of professional wrestling. All right. Anything you got to say? Say goodbye to the people. Say goodbye to the Slamites.
Slamites, follow me on Twitter at PROFPW Hustle, a.k.a. Professor PW Hustle. I interact with y'all Slamites. You know this.
All right. If that's even your real name, the glorious, the magnanimous, the king of the hoopla, the scholarly Professor Chavelo de la Cruz, all the way from Bombay, New Jersey. My name is Billy Ray Valentine. Catch you on the next one, all right? Go check us out over on the PW Hustle. We got a show coming up this weekend, all right? Later. Bye.
Later.